talk about the current state of Warframe. It's kind of hard to say what's even going on right now. We're on like what, another content drought? I don't know. Some people might still be farming might be doing the citrine farm. Really have no idea about that. But yeah, you guys know what I think about that farm. Made a video about it, so yeah, not the most enjoyable one. So I haven't finished that, but I don't have the motivation to do that. I just think it's too much work for little rewards. There's only like one more arcane that I want from that, if I'm not wrong. One or two. Eventually I'm gonna farm that, but yeah. So I think that we're on this kind of limbo stuff. Oh, and look how beautiful it is to play Hildren and bring the Cane Dragon key to a mission. Just so used to have it equipped. Yeah. So eventually I'm gonna do that farm, and for now we're still a few days away from Hildren Prime, which is gonna be something good to have until the next update, but until the Viri, I don't think we're gonna have anything between Hildren and Duviri. We might get like an introductory event, who knows, something like that, just to shake things up. That would be interesting. But if not, we're just gonna have to wait till Duviri hits, and that's one of the times that you don't see a lot of people doing, you don't even see a lot of content creators doing a lot of stuff on YouTube. At least that's my feeling. I haven't seen a lot of stuff going on. I think this might be the calm before the storm. I am actually pretty hyped for the Viri. I am. I made a video last year that I never got to post, and it's probably lost on one of my external HDDs. And that I was talking about what I thought at the time, what was gonna happen with the game, especially with Duviri, the release of Duviri. Thought that the game, if Duviri fails, and now I'm not even, I don't even believe on that anymore. But I was thinking that if Duviri were to fail, Warframe would start going down a lot. My prediction was being that we would lose around, we would lose around half of the player base within the next 3 years or something, and yeah, things would look pretty bad for the game. Let's see if I can do this from here. But after looking at the trailers seems nice, but especially the dev stream, I'm actually pretty excited for Duviri. If Duviri is not what we're thinking, at least we got some more content to hold us for a while. But I actually got my hopes high. I think it's gonna be great. But yeah, like really, the whole stuff about incarnate weapons, getting the old weapons, their incarnate version, I think that's gonna be amazing. That's probably what I'm most pumped for, because like was hyped for, it's just kind of crazy to see that, because I never saw that coming. Really never saw that coming. Like an incarnate version of the Braden, the Lado. I mean, you have the Latham, but the Lado, and then the Paris, not the MK1 Paris, but you can put in what version you want. But yeah, it's it's gonna be a good thing to see. And I mean, 30 weapons, wow. Even if they're old weapons, it's just thinking how many possibilities they can add. They can add like a decent, pretty decent AoE, and you know, that's pretty well thought if you think about it, because in some way it might be relevant for newer players, because well, it's very likely that they're gonna have those, but if they just manage to have the space and stuff, it might be really good for them. But you know, it's just what I initially think. I have no idea how it's gonna be. There's no way to know how it's gonna be until the update hits, of course. So yeah, I have to say that I'm pretty hyped for it. And having a new approach to starter players, a new way to play, a new way to start the game, I think that's gonna do a lot of good to the game. Instead of starting like flashy and you know, having all the speed, the parkour, the way we move, doing the things on the speed we're used to, and starting it as a more slow-paced combat system. It's gonna be interesting. The real challenge on a mode like that I can see is to, of course, making a more slow combat type, is to keep stuff interesting. I think that's gonna be the challenge. The combat's gonna be slow, it's gotta be interesting. If it's not interesting, people are just gonna get bored. That's what I think. But I'm pretty hyped. I think we're gonna be getting something good, and the only thing that's a little bit sad is that the game is not on its peak right now, but the thing that's sad is to see. I would say that we're not on the best of states right now, to, you know, until they had to implement good stuff like this. That's just a sad part about it, that I think. But at least we're getting something, right? I mean, with the citrine stuff, I've been thinking what's good. You know, if we're thinking about the frame itself, citrine is one of the frames that got me super interested. Not only that, but they've been trying to do different stuff. Not only citrine is a unique frame, because I don't think there's any other frame in the game that gives you status duration nor status chance, if I'm not wrong. I might have to look that up, but I don't think there is a frame that does that. So it's just like Gyre. Gyre is the first Warframe to have a element integrated, a Warframe that has abilities that interact with the element or with crits, if I'm not wrong too, you know, because I just don't remember having stuff like that. Oh, I might be dead. Leave me alone. Because even though Gyre, now that Gyre's got that augment, Grace, I think it's called it, she's just amazing. It feels so good to be playing with her, like, on lower level missions, and you know, you can even do stuff for higher level, which I'm actually planning to. Might release it this week. But you know, they're trying to do different stuff. That crystal, Citrine's crystal, is also pretty good. The only thing I'm really not a big fan of her is her ultimate, but other than that, she's a pretty cool frame, and they're trying different stuff. So you can see that they're trying to do stuff. They're trying, and that's why I think that we're gonna have good stuff with Duviri. I think if they're putting all that effort into something, it's likely that something good is gonna come out of it. Hopefully, yeah. That's really was just what I've been thinking about it. Not as I'm much more optimistic than I was last year, than I was at the start of the year. I'm much more optimistic towards the future of the game now, and I'm looking forward to keep playing, making more content, and hopefully we get some new forms of endgame, other than you know, the usual level caps, eidolons, profit taker, platinum farming, and all that stuff. Yeah. That's what I wanted to share today. Let me know what you think about the Viri. Are you hyped? Are you optimistic? Are you feeling pessimist right now? What's your feeling? All that it is to come. Leave it in the comments below. Leave it a like and consider subscribing.